that call, there is one thing that if Juan is still listening, I would just like to put out there for him.
Depends on what it is.
So just to touch up on what you guys, did mention earlier about, parents withholding, medical needs to their kids and whatnot. These are some of the most devout people out there that in the Christian faith, you could say, that believe so much that they will withhold medical needs for their kids until they die. If God isn't willing to perform a miracle to that effect, why does the Bible carry any weight? And if you can't get a miraculous healing, why can't he just tell those people to go to the hospital?
Yeah, no,
you can't even get that much.
So here's my thing about the Bible. It doesn't really carry weight, but when people carry it around, they're very good at acting like it's super heavy. And then they act like that is why it should have weight. But if I can pick it up and move it around like this,
talking over you.
It doesn't.
Go ahead, William.
I do that.
Sorry. No, but I'm not. That isn't a question for you guys. That's a question for Juan.
Yeah.
If he believes in the Bible, why can't God so much as tell them to bring their kids to a hospital?
Yeah,
and you can't even get that much.
So
that's my question for him.
It is a good question, and I'd actually like to add on to it. Because I think that not everybody has seen it this way, but if you do believe in the omnis, for the description of a God, right? If you have all-loving, all-powerful, all-present, eternal, what else do we got?
All magical, all tasting of rainbows.
Everywhere, right? And ever-present. That means that every person who suffers in silence and every person who dies of starvation, every child who dies, every person who's going through war and experiencing some truly tragic thing. Just
every
imagine
puppy that
how
wanders
easy
too far from home and can't find its way back and looks at you with its puppy dog eyes.
Well, and the existence of cancers and pains and poisons and maladies. If you could twitch your pinky finger, and make it all gone, and you don't, then you are the most immoral thing I can possibly imagine across all. I mean, that's when having cereal, like if you are eating Cheerios and you have not twitched your finger to make everything better, you are acting immorally. Everything you do, every breath you take, every moment that passes that you haven't done that, everything you're doing can be compared to fixing fucking everything, right? And so when you stack it up, every moment is immoral. Every second that you would exist and not do that is
God with those powers would exist.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is truly and deeply immoral at its core.
No, I'm with you guys, and that's something that I did want to propose because I don't think Juan has actually thought about stuff like that if he takes the Bible seriously. And that does touch up on what I originally called about, because shit like that is legal in 34 states.
Yeah.
Where if you let your kid die, as long as you're religious, you're legally free of recourse.
Yeah.
That's pretty disgusting to me.
Kind of makes me wish I was less ethical or theist, because if I could live in a place tax-free, particularly in Texas, just avoid all property tax, that would be pretty nice.
But we are ethical, moral beings, and we do care about others, and so that's why we do
I've often
those
considered
things.
Just deciding to sin.
So is that what you actually were calling it about? What did you want to? What were you calling it about?
The reason why I did call was actually, I mean, how much do you guys know about Mike Pompeo, our new Secretary of State?
I know nothing about it. I don't really follow
enough to know that I don't.
Jamie can talk to you though.
I can't. Which aspect of Mike Pompeo did you want to highlight specifically? I don't think I can get through all of Mike Pompeo.
That the rapture is a real event that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, but that's just run of. I hate to show my cynicism here, but that's just run of the mill for this current cabinet.
Oh yeah, no, that's run of the mill for the current cabinet. But the point is, if that was the Chick-fil-A guy for somebody in a private, in the private sector, I wouldn't give a fuck. This is our Secretary of State. He makes decisions, and he talks about it openly, and it's on the record that he only really trusts other fundamentalist Christians. So that's terrifying to me. And Eric, if you didn't know about that, that's something that you should know.
See, but Eric, it just gives me an ulcer, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That second part is false.
Well, no, I will vote. I will vote, and I will look into it.
There are things you can do in between now and then.
You can and should be an activist.
Every single day.
You can and
write
should.
Your representative.
And call in. And you should.
You answer a shit ton of emails.
You are so
every
right.
day.
I will be better. I'll be better, and I'll get an ulcer, and I'll bill you because I'm your employee now. I'm his employee now.
No.
I will
none
bill
of the things. None
I'll
of the
send
things
you my
that you do
insurance
political.
bill for the
none of the things that you do
ulcer
political.
that you give me.
Hey, wait, Eric, you vote for Bernie Sanders, you get free health care, and then you bill the government.
Do you think Bernie's gonna? Well, so let's avoid elections. Yeah, electioneering.
As a 501c3 nonprofit, we can talk about a lot of things, but we have to skirt the line between endorsing candidates.
Yeah.
So we can't.
But there are no candidates.
Take that rule. But
I understand. I didn't mean to break any rules.
No. I'm just pointing out the line.
To the third level of atheist hell.
Yeah. If you're like, why is Eric being so, skirting around and not wanting to address
doing the voice again.
That's why. Yeah, I am doing the voice again. No, do you want me to stop the voice?
No, I want you to keep doing it. It's awesome.
But no, I just think that's really dangerous. And I actually did send I was the octopus guy 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The octopus guy?
Jamie, do you remember our fascinating discussion about intelligent octopuses?
Oh, yeah! There it is. Okay.
I knew you'd get there.
Octopodes.
Octopi.
It's not Latin, though.
You're Latin. Go ahead, William.
So, what's this? I did send some emails about some stuff that I would like to talk about more in depth. I don't know if you want to bring it up too much on the show, but
sorry for brushing off your concerns about Mike Pompeo. You're right to be concerned. It is terrifying. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to offer more comfort.
No, I'm not looking for comfort in that. The only comfort that we can get is, trying to get people like that out. I mean, I think Mike Pence and Jeff Sessions are just as bad. But they're bad in a different way. At least they're, whatever screw ups they do can, be rectified down the line. But if our Secretary of State gets us further into destabilization around the world, that's greater concern. I mean, I just feel like Christians in general have their priorities backwards if they think that guy's less of a threat than Hillary Clinton. And I'm no fan of Hillary Clinton, but if you think that that's better.
Yeah, that their foreign policy would be better handled, or that not having any diplomats. Yeah, sorry, William, I started talking over you again.
Yeah.
I'm being very, very restrained, particularly on this topic, because the person you're referring to is the chief diplomat of the United States, and this administration in particular doesn't understand that dealing with foreign nations is not like dealing with contractors or subcontractors or people that you would do business with. Because if you sell and deal in real estate in New York, you can do a real estate deal, screw the person you're working with, and move on, and they can't touch you. The opposite is true on the world stage. Politics is about surviving into next week. Business is about surviving into the next decade. Diplomacy is about surviving into the next century. The people that you screw and the people that you say, they're shithole countries, and I'm going to not list everything because the show will end before I'm done. Those people will be dealing with the United States long after this current president is dead, and he's fucking it up for everyone.
No, it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we're sticking to our line, Mr. President of the.
The opinions expressed by me on this show are not official position statements of the ACA.
That said, William.
President.
Yeah, he is. He got elected president of the ACA.
Yeah,
I know, right?
For a second, you thought, surprise, I was president of the United States. But no, don't worry.
Yeah.
Although, no, we're not in that much trouble.
No.
We would have very, very long State of the Union addresses.
Yeah.
So, you know what, William? You are lighting a fire under my ass. And I do recognize that as a concerned citizen, as somebody who cares about what's going on in government, I need to get involved. So, you know what? I will. I'm going to look into it.
Okay.
And maybe we can do it together. Maybe you and the other heathens can help me. If y'all can send stuff, get involved. Let's have some good discussions. I'm ready, and we have a lot of forums to do it in. So let's do this together, because when I come out and look at what's going on, I'm probably going to be terrified and just want to stop. But maybe if I have some support.
Stand strong, brother. Okay, so I also would like to say that earlier this week, I discovered a thing. And guess what? Here it is. I've introduced the concept of a thing, and now I can talk about it. I'm not hypercritical of the way I talk at all. No, you are. I'm not defensive. Shut up. Okay. Anyway, there is a phone number that if you text your address to it, you will get a reply text message that lists your representatives in the federal government, your representatives in your state government, and in the case of Austin, my city council member as well, which is fantastic because, you know, as much as I like to do research, I like to do it on interesting things rather than what is that fucker's name? Who do I call? And so that phone number is 520-200-2223. And everyone should do that, figure out who their representatives are, because it gives their phone number as well to contact them. And then you can just call them, leave a little voice message every day. You know, represent Senator Cornyn.
All right.
I'll call John Cornyn enough that I'll be like, oh, hey, Johnny boy, how's it going? This is happening. Don't do it.
I feel like we're in the weeds.
We're
pull us
way
out.
in
We're
the
going to
weeds.
move to the next call. William, thank you so much.
Fantastic gardener.
It's political activism, so it's not. It's. I'd call it it's the rough, not the weeds.
Yes, I take it upon myself to help us guide us back to the green. So,
William, a golfer.
Take care of yourself, brother. Thank you for calling in. And if I'm doing this and you're not emailing and helping out, I'm going to be pissed. I'll look for you.
But wait a second. Before you get on, there were 2 emails that I did send you, and I would appreciate you looking into them at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Eric.
I've got about 30. I'm down to 30. It's been a long road. People send their deconversion stories, and while I'm happy to read them, it just takes a long time to read. So I'm on it, and I'm coming. I'm getting there, brother. I promise.
And I'm reading them too.
I understand. I just wanted to tell you that my email starts with WR Hart and some numbers.
Okay.
So if you want to keep an eye out for those or search your email and get back to me, it would mean the world to me, man.
Right. Will do. I've got it written down, and I'm going to take a look. All right, brother?
Okay.
Right.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
All right, you too. Go without God.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can celebrate. I'm not a mother, but... See, this is what happens when I make a Jamie joke. I can't do it. You know, and
Shut your mouth.
What's funny is people say...
I'm talking about Eric.
Why do you
We can dig it.
Why do you talk to so many atheist callers, right?
That's who calls in.
I'm looking at the lines, and I see atheists.